Hello guys, welcome back. So it's been a minute and this will be the first video of the new year. Grumpy's already at it. So we just, like you guys know, we do take animals in from San Francisco ACC. We just got this ball python in that seems to like Joe's arm. Where is she? There she is. Is it a boy or girl, do you know?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. So usually when we get animals in from San Francisco ACC, they come with a little bit of a history, not much, but supposedly this girl is about 16 years old. My back hurts. About 16 years old. The previous owner only had her for about 10 months and had to move, I guess. So they surrendered her over to San Francisco. I guess they told San Francisco that they possibly had an adopter for her, but they don't do that. They just, we can pull from them, so they call us and see if we can take any reptiles. If we say yeah, they transport. So she came in. We're going to get her set up in our new Freedom Breeder rack system that we got, which is great. And so we'll get her set up in that. And thanks to Jimmy, we have the, it's all hooked up and it's got heat going now. And so we don't have to ever bother with it. So yeah. So Joe picked up, I'll rewind a little bit. So on New Year's Eve, our 20-year-old cat broke her leg. So I stayed home with her, but Joe went out to Fresno to hang out with everybody. While he was out there, he had to pick up I ordered an additional base for the Freedom Breeder rack, and we ordered the dual thermostat to be able to do 2 racks, to heat 2 racks at the same time. I'm sure you guys have not seen our racks, so I spent the last 2 days cleaning and feeding everybody in the kitchen. So now, this is our Freedom Breeder racks. Oh my God, King took another poop. Every time I come in here, he poops. And I just cleaned him out, and he stinks. So anyway, originally this rack was 10 high of the 20 tubs, 3 high of the 10 tubs, which are the smaller ones. It was all the way to the ceiling. My small, short ass didn't want to keep climbing ladders. So we ordered a base. And then we made 2 racks out of 1. So now if you guys ever want to order Freedom Breeder racks, they're expensive, but they're well worth the money. You can probably go to their page. Sorry about the glare. You can probably go to their page, which I think is most likely www.freedombreeder.com, or you can find them on Facebook. They're made to order, so you have to give a deposit, and then you can pick up. Now you don't have to do what we did, and that's order 1 rack, plus we added 3 additional racks. Not racks, but what do you want to call? I don't know what you would call these. Each individual sections. You can order them individually. You can order 2 at a time, 3 at a time. 2 at a time, 3 at a time. We just kind of bit the bullet and didn't realize. We ordered this early in the year before COVID really hit hard, and everything was kind of at a standstill. They come on wheels. All of our small snakes are now out here, which is great. Everybody's in one area. Now the snake room has just all large snakes and hots. And of course, anything that comes in that needs to be quarantined or whatever. So the great thing is that you can order these Freedom Breeder racks in multiple different ways. They're well worth the money. We had air vents on the front added. These, I don't know if I have an empty one. I know I have an empty one, but I mean an empty one with nothing in it. No, they're all ready. So let me see, are these empty? No. Well, they're empty, but they're not empty. So I'm just trying to show you that we ordered these. These tubs are extremely durable. They're made of hard plastic. But we ordered the ones where the bowls are inside. So you can order flat ones without bowls, but we ordered ones with the bowls. It just makes things a lot easier. Now, some of our friends will buy deli cups, put them in there, fill the water gets crappy, they take the deli cup out, they throw it away. I don't have the luxury of doing that and throwing away money at this time. So it's just easier if it's dirty in there, I'll just clean it out. If it's really, really bad, I'll just gut the whole thing and clean it. These are easy to clean, they're washable. So that's how these are. Now, we're just learning about these racks. We've had other racks before, but normally we shut our lights on and off during the day into the evening. With this is something new. So the Freedom Breeder racks all come with this kind of heat strip. They get really hot, and of course because of the metal, so it goes this way. So each section has a piece that sits on the back side. These are velcroed on. This all comes like that, so they make them like this, and they're really easy to put together. Just so you can see better, this section, these 3 tubs, that's one section. This section, and they all slide on top of each other, so it's really easy. But we didn't know that these get super duper hot. And so with these types of racks, a lot of people would say, well, you do that with any rack. We just didn't have to. Again, we turned everything on and off, and some of the older style racks really don't get as hot. But these are different. So we did get the dual thermostat, which is great. Again, our friend Jimmy Cruz from Ball Life, you can go and check him out too. And Robert Cropper from Bob's Oddballs. You can check them guys out. They both specialize in breeding high-end ball python morphs. They helped us not only get this set up and get what we needed, but they set the system for us. So one side is at 1 degree, another side is at another degree. And the way that they set the thermostat for us is that if it gets above 5 degrees higher than what it's set at, it will shut off. And if it gets 5 degrees below what it's set at, it'll turn on. So it turns itself on and off, which is great. So again, we don't have to bother with any of that. So we have colubrids on one side, ball pythons, we have a couple other odd pythons on this side, like the Woma, the children's python. Most of this side is colubrids, corn snakes. I have some king snakes down on this end, on the bottom part. And then samboas on the top. I'm going to keep an eye on those only because samboas, but this side is actually set at lower degrees than this side. So it'll all fluctuate and work out fine. So the only thing I need to find out is in the summer months when it gets super duper hot, do we adjust the temperature because our house gets hot? We don't have air conditioning. So do we adjust that or do we leave it as it is? Because obviously we don't want to cook the animals. So we do have one more rack right here that my phone is on, and that is actually for snakes that don't need heat or require a high amount of heat, or snakes that are going to be released. Like the gopher snakes we got late in the season, and we have a sick king snake here. And so that's what we decided to keep that. And we kept one additional rack out that's outside for emergencies. If we get, like, say we get a hoarding case or something like that where we have a bunch of snakes that come in that need to be quarantined or set up, we have an extra 11-tier rack for that. So that's our new snake that just came in. We've only gotten a couple animals in so far this year. Thank God. But I'm sure they'll start rolling in because it is January. It is after Christmas, even though we have cooties here. It is after Christmas, and that's when we start getting a lot more surrenders of the unwanted Christmas pets. So I'm going to get back to my cleaning. We're going to set this ball python up and get her situated. Put her aside for now, and then we'll see how she is as far as eating, health, and all that other stuff. She's supposed to be 16 years old, so she still has a lot of years left on her, and then see if she's a good adoptable snake, and then put her up for adoption eventually. So, okay guys, I'm going to get going. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. And until then, see you later, alligator.